have just been informed by our parent company that you may be experiencing some sunspot reception difficulties if you live in the Triangulum galaxy. It is therefore recommended that you adjust your alpha levels on your receiver to 0.07765. My name is Tucillus of Mars. You are listening to The Lone Martian. I have been trying to determine what event should kick off my Alpha Waves series Introduction to the Planet Earth. Would it be the presidential election in America, or Brexit in Britain? Would it be the Berkeley riots? Ultimately, it came down to two distinct but concurrent events from two people in the long-irritated skeptic community, in quotes. Teal Deer and the Armored Skeptic. Teal Deer recently made a satirical video criticizing the skeptic community, in quotes, highlighting the laziness inherent in certain skeptic YouTube channels, such as lazy animation, lazy repetition of arguments, and lazy character design, all within the frame of a simple cash grab. I believe many of these points were valid, albeit a bit subjective. However, my problem with the video is not what was said, but what wasn't said. Teal Deer has avoided criticizing any YouTubers directly in his video. His immediate defense was that his response was satirical, and satire paints in a broad brush, so there was no need to address any YouTuber specifically. This is entirely accurate as far as satire goes, but I don't believe this video is devoid of context. I direct you towards Teal Deer's intellectual rigor versus ponage video. In this video, he gives another argument against a similar brand of YouTuber that wrecks social justice warriors for views. In this video, he refuses to name anybody specifically in his arguments. Whatever your take on the satirical video is, there is nothing satirical about this video, and he uses the exact same tactic. What is my problem with this? It's a matter of deflecting criticism. If Teal Deer never addresses anyone directly, he has an easy out to avoid confrontation or criticism. Have a problem with the video? Well, it wasn't criticizing you, and I never mentioned you specifically, so don't get your panties in a bunch. From here, it would be easy to extend this deflection further by using satire as a shield. Have a problem with this video? Well, it's just satire, so it doesn't necessarily apply to you. It's just a prank, bro. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Ultimately, Teal Deer has no obligation to seek confrontation for his opinions. He is free to hurl insults at a vague label and run, not looking at where his shit lands, but he should know that those people have no obligation not to take it personally and interpret these jabs as directed at everyone specifically and not as at no one specifically, as he originally intended. I do not take kindly to people using comedy as a shield from criticism. Not when unfunny late-night hosts do it, not when unfunny comedians do it, and not when Teal Deer does it. Let's move on to Armored Skeptic. He is actually the YouTuber that made me interested in the so-called skeptic community. He has faced a great deal of criticism in the last few months, in regard to a few things, including accepting money from a social media app called Candid for a review, making some rather mediocre videos, and having an ego that bled into his videos. I'm not exactly thrilled about any of those things, but I have never held a grudge against him for them either. My opinion is that he is a man that makes videos. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but I don't pay him, and I am free to accept his opinions/evidence or not. It was refreshing when I saw that Greg made an apology video, but I realized that I didn't need one. Should you ever watch this, Greg, you don't need to apologize for a shit video. Just like the earlier mentioned Teal Deer doesn't need to apologize for his shit video. The best apology a YouTuber can make is to accept his failings and go on to make better content. That might include letting us know you were wrong, but does not necessitate it. We, the viewers, will all let you know if we accept your apology, and we will do it with subscriptions and views. Thank you.